This is video of our two-man combination drill, and this is a drill that we like to use early in the season especially. You're going to see in this drill that we're set up in multiple stations, 5 yards apart to the right and left, and then about 10 yards downfield. We get basically everybody working in these groups. So we're working in four-man groups here. And the basic focus here, this is day 3 of our install. We have shoulder pads on for the first time. We're really working that track. And so while this might not be the ideal track, we're trying to get our players to get a feel for it and give them reps over and over again. We're coaching hand placement, we're coaching footwork, coaching staying low, and we're not going to see a lot of great things here on day 3. However, we want to see some aggressiveness in this too. These guys got to understand that they have to run. They have to move to overtake. What we want to work to is to the point where 64 is throwing his backside hand in the middle of that 8 and 0, and 76 is overtaking the linebacker on his track. That's the ideal situation. 76, because of displacement of the linebacker, would have time to put a hand in and let 64 take over. And you see everybody working in the drill right here. But that's something they'll learn as they get a feel for it. Over the course of the repetitions that they're going to get. And we do give this a lot of repetition. This is something we do every day, and this continues into group and team periods as well. You'll see in this next clip here, we're installing some movement, so we will adjust defenders. The defensive lineman here is moving to the left. All right, we don't want 64 to turn. That's something we'll coach here. We really don't want our players to turn back on any defender. We want them to be able to climb vertically, put a hand in there, and overtake it. Most of the time, too, we want our defenders to understand that while they might take that gap right there, that they need to react after and try to run and get to the perimeter, or what would be the perimeter here, and really make our offensive players work. So we have a good initial step here. 64 is simulating a center. You see him in a little bit different stance. Imaginary ball right there. Okay, a good course here. We want that backside hand to 76, getting in the middle of those numbers. And we really like these types of shields for this because it does have specific aim points. Well, I highly suggest purchasing those if you do work this particular play. If this becomes part of your offense, it's pretty important for aim points. Okay, same thing with 64. Really want to emphasize in all of our blockers that if they're going to overtake somebody, they need to punch to the sternum or the middle of those numbers, between the 8 and the 0 on the pad. I like the course of 64 here. It's good. The lineman really disappears to the right. 96 does for what would be the right guard, number 76. And we have a good flat course there.